Welcome back to Early Morning. Let's head on over to the top of the hill for some of the top stories around the country. Joining us to talk politics now is Julia Manchester, a national politics reporter at The Hill. Good morning, Julia.
Good morning, Mitch.
Mitch McConnell taking another veiled shot at former President Trump, talking about candidate quality. So is he to be more active in the 2024 primary cycle? Because I think he sat back and watched a lot of Trump-supported candidates do well in primaries and then do poorly in the general. It seems like he won't make that mistake again in 24.
Yeah, and this is something Mitch McConnell actually, raised concerns publicly about in the 2022 primary season. So I think we can expect him to be even more vocal about this, especially in the run-up to the primary. The issue is Mitch McConnell needs to make this case to voters themselves and Republican primary voters, because Republican primary voters are the ones who are choosing these candidates. So I think you could potentially see his Senate Leadership Fund PAC, start to ramp up messaging maybe around this issue. And I think you're going to see Mitch McConnell try to maybe talk directly more to primary voters or try to find a way to connect with them, because ultimately they are the ones listening to Donald Trump and making these decisions.
Yeah, I do wonder what impact he has on the candidates that do eventually make it into primaries, that make it into general elections. What can Mitch McConnell do about Herschel Walker running in Georgia?
Yeah, look, it's difficult because, like I said, this is ultimately up to the primary voters. We know that some of the most conservative blocks of primary voters in the Republican Party are very against figures like Mitch McConnell. So that creates a roadblock for him. However, I think if Mitch McConnell works on candidate development, works on talking with these candidates about what could happen if they come into the Senate and such, and their careers and paths in the Senate, that could help as well. But, he has to really find a way to connect with those primary voters, and the block right here is the ultra conservative wing that is so critical of some members of the GOP establishment like Mitch McConnell.
So is Trump's endorsement going to matter by 2024? And we've got about 30 seconds left.
It's a good question. I think, especially among the Republican establishment and many high-profile Republican figures, no. But we have yet to see which way it'll swing with Republican primary voters. Polls are showing that Republican primary voters are starting to move away from Trump, but really only time will tell.
Time will tell. That is Julia Manchester. She's a national political reporter at The Hill. Julia, thank you very much for joining us. We're not close to done with the news this morning. We got a lot more coming your way. Early morning's done. Morning in America starts right now.
All right, hello to you. I'm from our NewsNation headquarters in Chicago. It is Morning in America. I'm Adrienne Banker. This is Mitch Carr. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday, December 14th.
And we hope you are waking up to a wonderful morning.
Yes.
Unfortunately, all around the nation, there's some. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation in your cable lineup. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-based, unbiased coverage.